hydrants, which you already touched upon. But, you know, we had some really unfortunate discussions within our city about the hydrants. And, you know, first of all, I want to commend, you know, you, Carrie, and your team for sticking with it and frankly fighting through it and collecting a lot of information about this. But what I personally witnessed and personally experienced was a group of residents who, in my opinion, have intentionally been trying to confuse and mislead residents within our city about some of these issues, and fire hydrants really stands out because they kept moving the needle. And, you know, when Carrie and the fire department released information about what we do, they said, well, we didn't mean inspecting, we meant testing, you know, or when it was testing, we meant pressure testing, oh, we meant mechanically exercising, you know, and then they started directly impinging on frankly, the duties and performance of the staff and the fire department itself. And they've said, yeah, you know, the council and the staff have not been managing the contract correctly, implying that either the work wasn't being done or maybe it was even being falsified. I don't exactly understand what they were getting at, but you know, I think that it highlights some of the challenges we have in our city around misinformation. And I think it's good that we've been publishing a printed newsletter because I don't think that emails have done enough to counter this misinformation. But I think what I've learned just on this hydrant issue alone is we have a group here that means harm. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but they are trying to make our city look bad. They're trying to make our fire department look bad. I think in the past they've tried to make our police department look bad. And it's not aligned with what I'm seeing in terms of the hard work that people are actually doing. So I think that we need to continue on the information publishing. I think we need to continue, you know, frankly, taking kind of a hard line. And I'd urge my colleagues on the council, you know, this is behavior that we need to take a stand against. Each one of us has a responsibility. And I know, you know, I'm on NextDoor. I don't necessarily expect everybody to go on NextDoor. It's a cesspool, frankly. But I think in our own way, we all need to take a stand and say, you know what, this is misinformation. And we're not going to allow it within our community. So that's something that I noticed on the fire hydrant issue. There's a couple of other issues. You know, there's